What's up, guys? It's KSP, and I'd like to do like a series in KSP, but this one we're doing just for fun because I wanted a video for Monday. I like to do 3 times a week. So this, you can see, is the auto saved, and it's this interplanetary transport system. I don't know what happens about between 1,000 and 2,000 meters. If I do everything right, it blows up. So, and it's massive. It takes forever. But I've got the space shuttle type thing that I've actually downloaded. I don't remember who I downloaded it from because it's been a while. I've just been messing around. And we're going to try to get this thing into orbit. So here's what we're going to do. I've staged it. Okay, so the main engines and the boosters start. And I want to stage it to where the clamps release at the same time. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, and then the next stage separates the boosters, then separates the tanks, and then the monopropellant. Okay, so we're going to turn on stabilization before we even go anywhere, put the throttles to maximum, and here we go. We're off like a herd of turtles. Now, is stabilization on? Yeah, okay. And so just because of kind of the way that this is, yeah, there you go. Don't necessarily want to put the nose is kind of pointing in a slightly different direction than the velocity vector. Oh, you know how I should have started this video? I should have been like, "Hello, it's Austin Chapin, and we're going to be playing KSP." That's an awful Scott Manley impression, but I love that guy. I love his videos. He's great. Scott Manley, probably the leading expert on KSP at this point. All right, so at 5,000 meters, I honestly don't even know what the best like orbital. I'm using one of his videos. He started turning at like 4,000 meters, so I'm assuming at 5,000 we're going to want to start heading over, and it's becoming a little bit out of control, which isn't great. SRB burnout's coming up. You can see the fuel is slowly draining. Let's just get them off. For whatever reason, this ship becomes kind of unstable once the SRBs get low on fuel. So you can see it's stabilized quite a bit now. Also probably help if I have like a joystick or something using the keyboard. I've never actually played KSP without using the keyboard, but I can imagine it's probably more fun, especially with the space planes as opposed to, the spaceships. Space planes, when I say space planes, I mean, I was referring to like space plane hangar, what's, actually more of an aircraft that you're playing around with in the atmosphere. Because once you go to space, it's a little bit different ball game, and I don't. The keyboard might be all right for that. All right, so we're about halfway through the liquid fuel, and I'm not actually trying to get all the way into orbit. I want to get above the atmosphere, but orbit's not really necessary. What I want to do is get this thing into space, and we're still at full power. So I'm actually going to raise the nose up, and I'm probably. To be honest, I really don't know what even delta V is. Well, the change in velocity, so it's probably I'm assuming it's the capability of the aircraft to change its velocity. And I'm probably wasting a bunch of energy right now because I was tipped over, almost all the way over, and then I was tipped straight up, and so I'm sure I'm losing. This is not the most efficient way by any means, but we're going to go with it. We're just having fun. We're just having a little fun. Alright, we're about out of liquid fuel, so I'm actually going to tip, and we've got 1,000 meters per second up, which means I'm pretty sure even if I lost all engine power, we'd definitely get above the atmosphere. I could check that by doing this. Yep, apoapsis is 150 meters. 150,000 meters, rather. And so what I'm actually going to do, and it's kind of, I didn't get this set up, I was actually going to test my recording software and then open KSP and then was like, sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do this. Going to turn on the RCS because it's losing control a little bit. We want radial in, I think, to try to kill some of this upwards velocity. Oh man, this is just having a time. Because I want to kill this upward velocity and get it going forward because I want to glide in, but this thing can't take a whole lot of heat. So we're just going to kill all that probably right quick. Yep. Let's keep doing this. I was like, wait, we're headed straight down, but this is 90 degrees off of the prograde, and we want the prograde pretty much at the horizon. So we have fuel burnout. We're going to put this prograde, and there's fuel tanks in here, and I'm not sure if I set them to actually use their fuel, because standard is nope. So we have actually got some extra fuel here now. Just need to, I guess, unlock them. Is that the right word? RCS is still on. Let's get this prograded again. And we're going to use that little amount of fuel Oh, I shut the engines off? Wait, what happened? Shut down engine. Okay, let's shut them down. And we're gonna put the throttle just up a little bit and then activate. Nothing's happening. That's a problem. Because I have fuel. It should be burning. Unless it just transferred. What happened here? I've got power. Yeah, electric charge is good. Monopropellant's just about out. Is it completely out? Oh, in that capsule it is, but not in here at all. Let's charge up our batteries while we can. We're starting to descend, and I kind of don't want to yet. That's a problem. Well, that sucks. I've got all this fuel. I can't even use it. Let's get rid of this tank. Huh. I wonder how... I mean, if I would have done this on the ground, it's worked before. So this is not the first time I've done this. I do it all the time, just dicking around, but that's discouraging. And yeah, these solar panels are not getting any light at all. I don't even know why. Oh, maybe if I do this. There they go. So I come on the dark side, but I'm not actually yet. So let's get above this thing just because it's annoying me. It's also going to kill some of our... Not a whole lot. Pretty much did nothing for our vertical velocity. Oh man, we are coming down at a steep angle. We are going to blow up. Man, this is a shambles. That's alright. I'm actually going to turn the RCS off now. How's our battery? Oh, it got almost charged. I don't know why I put prograde yet. We're descending, but we're not anywhere near the atmosphere yet. So let's check, see how our... Yep, solar panels are in the light. And so we're just topping off our batteries. That's really all we're doing right now. Which I've never run out of electrical power, so not necessary, but I'm just waiting on the atmosphere to hit me at this point, so may as well do something productive. We've got 0.77. Oh, let's turn it a little bit more so they're more direct in the light. That's charging up nice and fast. Alright, let's go ahead and... Yep, those batteries are topped off, so we're going to retract the panels, close the doors, and get ready for re-entry, which we are about to hit the atmosphere. We've got 4,000 meters to go, so we're going to put this thing in a prograde so it hits the atmosphere somewhat flat. We are in the atmosphere, officially, and we are descending at a hefty rate. This is probably not going to end great, I'll be honest with you. A little concerned. Oh, let's close these doors. We should be getting some of those streaks any time now. And I'm going to turn RCS off. I mean, what did I say? Streaks? Yeah, we should be getting some atmospheric... You should be able to see those plasma burn marks here in a second. Come on. Hit me! Hit me! Talking to the atmosphere, of course. Hit me! Alright, so we're actually not too bad. We're only at 1,600 meters per second. It is increasing because the atmosphere isn't really thick right now. And that's okay. I've got the audio turned way down. It's supposed to be like 50%. There. Let's put it there. I gotta turn down my headset, otherwise it's gonna blast in my ear. Alright, apply and accept. And there we go. I was wondering why it was so dang quiet. Dope! Something exploded. Oh, but look at us. We're already at 1,100 meters per second. We're at 20,000 meters altitude. Already, this is getting better. This is getting better. And we're going to land in the dark, too. Oh, no. Stay with me. If you get too far off the RCS, come on, save me, bud. Save me. Save me. What exploded? Maybe that's what's making it so hard to control. Okay, there we go. Yep, gotta turn the RCS on when it gets too bad because the control reaction wheels just aren't enough. And at that altitude, because I was at 20,000 when it started flailing, and these flight control surfaces just aren't very effective at that altitude. So we're going to put on stabilize, and we're going to bring the nose up a little bit to start arresting our vertical speed. And we're going to try to get it in a flat glide. Now this thing corners like dirt, and I have no idea what's in front of me. That looks like it might be land. Could be water. Alright, we're at 7,000 meters. I'm actually going to time accelerate, because who wants to sit through all that? I think... Oh, it's so hard to see. And the sun's kind of hitting my screen, so maybe, hopefully, you can see a little bit better. But it's at... Nope, I'm definitely over land. Faux show. Alright, now I'm going to tip her down, because at about 100 meters per second, it becomes very hard to control. You want more than that to keep it controllable, to get that airflow over the flight control surfaces. I don't know actually how great the... I know that there's Ferrum Aerospace. I think I've heard Scott Manley mention that a couple times, and I think that's better at actually... Oh, no. We've lost it. Don't try to control this thing while time warping. Oh, maybe we haven't lost it. Don't try to control this thing while time warping, because just a little bump like that will screw you, as it almost did to me. It's a miracle that we made it. I'm actually going to use my monopropellant engines to try to pick up some speed. Use those for a little bit of power, because we need to get this velocity vector straight, or we're going to hit the ground going way too hard, way too fast vertical speed. That's not great for the health of these poor Kerbins. Holy crap, they're at the bottom of the screen. They're free. Well, one guy's kind of having a laugh. Oh man, they're just having a time. Oh, 700 meters. Let's deploy the gear, huh? Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. Come on, now she's wanting to pitch up all of a sudden. We're at 60 meters per second, which is not great for the controllability of this particular aircraft. And it looks like we're going to actually be landing uphill, which means we're going to have to flare even more. Oh my god, we made it. Well, for being completely out of control, that's probably one of my most graceful landings. And I'm holding the brakes. Don't know how well these are braking, but let's turn those up to 200. Doesn't matter now, we've stopped, but I was just worried about it rolling back down the hill. Let's see if we can actually power up just with monopropellant, because we're moving backwards without the monopropellant. And even with the monopropellant, we're picking up speed going backwards. So let's brake and stop and see if this thing will actually push itself up a hill with just monopropellant, and it absolutely will not. We're rolling backwards yet again. Excellent. Well, that was fun. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I was mostly just testing out the recording. I switched up a couple of things. I just want to make sure my recording equipment was working right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna publish it, because it worked. I really suck at KSP too, and I was out of control for like half of that. Definitely not a perfect descent profile, but we made it. I let go of the brakes, so it's gonna start rolling backwards. I don't even care. So yeah, hopefully I would like to start doing like a story mode. I think there's a career mode or whatever you call it in KSP. This is just a sandbox. I downloaded this craft from someone, and then I like to build my own and stuff too. So we will, yeah, definitely want to look into doing a career. You know, from you start out with nothing and then go from there. And hopefully I can hone my skills, get better at KSP, because it's a super fun game. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, then don't, or do, and you lied to yourself a little bit. But, you know, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you've got some extra cash and want to support the channel, there is a link to a Patreon account in the description, and there's also an email address in the description if you want to email me for some reason instead of contacting me through the YouTube comments. Well, there's my ending spiel. Yeah, I think we're done here. Thanks for watching.